Imagine this. You're a Vulcan officer on a mission aboard the U.S.S. Lumen, one of Starfleet's most advanced starships. Everything seems routine at first, until an unknown infection takes hold, turning your body into a battleground and your mind into a labyrinth of fear. Welcome to Star Trek Infection, a chilling new VR experience that's set to bring body horror to life like never before on Quest 3 later this year. But here's where it gets controversial. What happens when the very essence of who you are, your logic, your composure, is twisted by something you can't even see? Are you prepared to confront not just external threats, but also the darkness lurking within yourself? Developed by Played with Fire, a studio known for its innovative approach to single-player VR storytelling, with titles like Mixture in 2024 and Stargaze in 2020 under their belt, Star Trek Infection promises to be more than just another sci-fi adventure. This time, players will step into the boots of a Vulcan Starfleet officer tasked with a covert operation aboard the eerily deserted U.S.S. Lumen. As the story unfolds, you'll discover that the ship isn't entirely abandoned. An alien entity has infiltrated its systems, and worse yet, it's now inside you. The situation quickly spirals into what the developers describe as a psychological and physical nightmare. Picture this. Your once pristine Vulcan form begins to mutate uncontrollably, granting you strange and dangerous abilities, but at a steep cost. Your legendary emotional restraint starts to crumble, replaced by confusion, paranoia, and uncharacteristic bursts of emotion. Meanwhile, your telepathic skills begin to warp, making communication feel alien even to yourself. Will you fight against these changes, clinging to your identity as a Vulcan? Or will you embrace them, unlocking powers that could save or doom you? Exploration plays a key role in Star Trek Infection. You'll navigate through the dimly lit corridors of the U.S.S. Lumen, armed with tools familiar to any Trekkie: a phaser for combat, a medical tricorder to monitor your condition, and a hypospray to administer treatments or suppress symptoms. But don't expect straightforward solutions. Every decision matters. For instance, do you treat the mutations ravaging your body, slowing down their effects, but potentially weakening your capabilities? Or do you let them grow unchecked, risking madness in exchange for newfound strength? Adding to the tension is the game's emphasis on environmental horror. Shadows seem to move when they shouldn't. Long-buried memories resurface without warning, forcing you to relive traumatic moments from your past. And then there's the creeping sense that the ship itself is alive, learning your deepest fears and exploiting them to break you mentally. Is it all in your head, or is the infection truly sentient? These questions linger throughout the experience, keeping players guessing until the very end. Combat in Star Trek Infection blends strategy with visceral action. Stealth enthusiasts will appreciate the ability to sneak up on enemies using cover mechanics, while those who prefer direct confrontation can rely on their phaser or employ the iconic Vulcan nerve pinch to incapacitate foes. However, keep in mind that your deteriorating mental state might affect your performance in battle. Can you trust your instincts anymore? Or have they become part of the infection's manipulative arsenal? Interactivity lies at the heart of this VR experience. Using your virtual hands, you'll interact with workstations, craft gadgets, and solve puzzles critical to survival. Need to repair a damaged system? Roll up your sleeves and get to work. Want to create makeshift weapons? The tools are right there if you're brave enough to use them. This tactile element immerses players deeper into the world, making every action feel impactful and real. So far, no exact release date has been announced, but fans won't have to wait long. Played with Fire, in collaboration with publisher Broken Mirror Games, plans to launch Star Trek Infection on the Meta Horizon store for Quest 3 sometime this year. A PC version via Steam will follow shortly after, allowing a broader audience to dive into this unsettling yet thrilling journey. And this is the part most people miss. While games like this often focus solely on spectacle, Star Trek Infection dares to ask bigger questions about identity, resilience, and morality. When pushed to your limits, how much of yourself would you sacrifice to survive? Would you still recognize the person staring back at you in the mirror? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think you'd resist the infection or give in to its dark allure? Share your take in the comments below.